welcome to another round of Facebook Live Yoga with Shangri-La Hot Yoga. Those of you who might have taken my class before, my name is Melissa. I'm the manager of the studio as well as the yoga teacher here. We are doing a 45-minute power flow, so we're going to move quick. We're going to get our core engaged. We're going to get the heart rate up, do a little bit of cardio. And if you're not familiar with my teaching style, I like to focus on something different every time we flow. So this time we're going to be focusing on twisting. And I like to give a little preface before. When we twist, we need to be engaging our core. So it's really tempting to twist from the lower back and the hips, but what we want to be doing is twisting from the core and up. So every time that we're twisting, we're pulling the belly button in and using that as leverage to come a little bit deeper into that twist. So twisting from kind of that mid-body up towards the shoulders. And making sure we're not twisting too much with the neck either, saving the neck depending on how it's feeling. And let's get started today. We will get started in a comfortable seat. So whatever that means for you, you can sit cross-legged. You can come to your hero's pose with the shins onto the mat and the hips onto the heels. If you have a block, you can always use the block as support under the hips. And if you don't have a block, water bottle, books, anything like that can work as well. And I'll give you lots of options for every single practice type. So we'll get started in that comfortable seat, root down through the sits bones. Place the hands onto the thighs. You can have hands down or up. You can close the eyes or find a soft gaze down towards the ground. And pausing for the first couple of breaths, just slowing it down. It's the end of the day, it's the end of the week, so just noticing how we're feeling here. What is it that you need from these 45 minutes on your mat? And all of our practices are going to look a little bit different, and you're in your own home with no one to judge you, so making sure that you modify here. Making the practice what it needs to be for you and your body. Maybe taking things a little bit softer or slower, or always taking it up a notch if you're feeling really good and you want to go a little bit deeper. We're going to start with a couple of cleansing breaths to begin. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, filling up all the way to the top. Open the mouth, clear that out. Even bigger breath in. Release. Final full inhale. Let it go. From here, close the lips. Start to breathe in and out through your nose. You can take a slight constriction to the back of your throat if you have an ujjayi breath as part of your practice. And then just start to breathe in and out, making each breath a little bit longer than the last one was. If you're finding that ujjayi, maybe it's a little bit audible. Controlling the breath, building some heat. Pulling the belly in with every breath out. Just a couple more here to center. And then from here, you can open the eyes if they're closed. Hands soften down next to you. Inhale, sweep the hands all the way up to the ceiling, reach high. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, lengthen all the way back up. Exhale, hands sweep down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, right hand comes down to the mat, come into a little side bend here. Bicep is alongside the ear, maybe the gaze lifts, take a full inhale. Exhale, sweep that hand down towards the ground. Reach forward nice and long. We're going to take a big movement here. The left hand comes over near the hip. Inhale, rise up, reaching towards the other side of the room. So now we're in our side body stretch on the other side. Reaching up and over, lengthening towards the side of the room. Full breath in. Breath out, hand comes back down, sweeping forward and around towards the other side. We'll do that a few more times. Breath to movement. Inhale. Exhale, down and around. Full breath in. Breath out, reach forward. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Good from here. Inhale, reach all the way back up through center. Exhale, twist over towards the right. Left hand to right knee, right hand behind us. Inhale, reach up to center. Exhale, twist, same side. We're going to do it a couple more times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach high. This time, exhale, come over towards the left leg. Same idea, breath to movement. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, come up to center. Exhale, hands come down. We're going to come into a little bit of core work here. So we're going to come into a boat pose. Options for your boat pose here. You can have the toes on the ground for more support if that feels good. You can have the hands onto the thighs just to begin. If you want a little bit more, you're going to rock the weight back onto the sits bones, lifting the legs up into our boats. And we're going to start with a little bit of twist here with our core work. So hands to heart center. Take a breath in at center. And then with a breath out, twist over towards the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. We're going to continue that for 10. 9. Go at your own pace. 8. 7. Maybe you're making a little bit faster. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1, come back to center. From here, we're gonna cross the legs, come over the knees into our tabletop, our stable table. Just pausing at our tabletop for a moment, pulling the navel in tight, pressing away, strengthening our shoulders and our back. Tuck your toes. And then from here, you're just gonna start to lift the knees off the mat just slightly. So hovering the knees over the mat, pressing away from the ground, keeping the strength in the shoulders, keeping that gaze down, nice long neck. Pull the navel in towards the spine. One more big breath in. Breath out, lift the hips high, downward facing dog. First down dog, so start to pedal it out. Bend into one knee and then the other. Any other movements that you need, shaking out your dog. You can nod the head, yes or no. Taking a little stretch into your neck. And then we'll settle into some stillness in our down dog. The fingers can be pointing forward, those pointed fingers, or maybe out if that feels a little bit better for the wrist, but making sure you're pressing down into the fingertips. Spread the shoulder blades out nice and wide. Keep a soft bend in the knees. That way you can find a little bit more space in your low back. Making sure we're keeping that bend when we come into our folds as well. And then pressing the heels towards the ground. They don't need to be touching if you have tight hamstrings. One more breath here. With an inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, step the feet up to the hands to your forward fold. Feet hips width or maybe big toes touch. Inhale, halfway lift, hands meet shins. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, fold forward, pausing here. Hang nice and heavy. Maybe you grab opposite elbows for your ragdoll. And then sway, find some movements. Nice release for our spine. If you've been standing a lot, sitting a lot, this is an awesome pose to relax the low back and the spine, the neck. We'll meet back at center. Release the hands down. Keep a bend into the knees. Inhale, curl the spine up to standing. Feel every single movement. And we'll meet up in our mountain pose. Roll the shoulders back. Palms face forward. Press the fingertips down towards the ground, but broaden through the chest. Relax the shoulders down. Inhale, sweep the hands up high, mountain. Exhale, cactus the arms, open the chest. Pull the shoulders together, a little back bend here. Inhale, come up to center. Exhale, sweep the right hand back, come into a twist. Reaching those fingertips out nice and long. Pulling the right hip forward if you notice it coming back with the hand. Making sure it's in line with the left. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, left hand comes back, right hand comes forward. Reaching out, shoulder blades spread out nice and wide. Pulling the navel in with every breath out to twist a little bit more. Inhale, sweep up to center. Exhale, fold forward, a little bend in the knees as you fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands can always come to the thighs. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms onto the mat. Inhale, step back to your high plank. First high plank, so lower the knees down. Just for this first one, then I'll give options to spice it up later on. Shoulders are right above the wrists. Squeeze the glutes, pull the navel in, have that tight core. Inhale, shift slightly forward. We're going to do a little bit of strength here. Exhale, bend the elbows, hug them into the ribs, and lower just halfway down. Pause. Modified chaturanga. Inhale, press back up, high plank. We're going to do that one more time. Exhale, lower half. Inhale, press away. This time, exhale, bend the elbows, hug them in, and lower all the way down to the mat. I'm going to face you so you can see what I'm doing. So we're going to place the hands off to the sides. We're coming up onto the fingertips, finding little spider fingers here. Imagine there's something under the palms and you don't want to crush it. Maybe it's a cupcake and you really want to eat that cupcake later. And yes, I know I make a lot of food references. I really love food. All right, squeeze the shoulders together. Point the toes. Inhale, lift the chest up. Baby cobra. Keep the gaze at the ground. A little modified baby cobra, right? Because we're not using the hands really. The fingertips are nice and light. Full breath in. Breath out, lower back down. We're going to add in a twist here. Inhale, lift up, lengthen. Exhale, lower the right shoulder down towards the ground. Look over towards the left. Inhale, come up to center. Exhale, lower the left shoulder down. Look over towards the right. Inhale, come back up, modify baby cobra. Exhale, soften, lower all the way down. Hands come back next to the chest. Tuck the toes. Options here, you can come through your tabletop for more fire. Fire up the thighs, press into the palms. Inhale to your high plank, one long line. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips lift high. Full breath in. Open mouth, clear it out. We're going to move through that faster. Inhale, soften the knees, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, high mountain. Exhale, cactus arms, open the chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Preparing for chaturanga. Plant the palms. Inhale, step back to high plank. From here, you can lower the knees if you need support or keep them lifted, firing up. Heels are right above the ball of the foot. Shoulders right above the wrists. Once again, pressing away, lifting the back of the heart towards the ceiling. One more inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, hug them in chaturanga. Lower half or all the way. Inhale, open up the chest, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over the toes or the knees, lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, lift forward. Exhale, step or hop, top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, melt. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hug. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga, find your flow. Plant the palms, step, maybe hop back. Lower halfway. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, lift the hips high. Remember, there's always the option to skip the chaturangas if you're not feeling them. Or maybe you can spice them up, keeping a leg lifted. Big breath in. Let it go. 3 more breaths here. Finding that strong down dog, pressing into the fingertips, maybe the neck will slightly lift, allowing the head to hang heavy. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Good from here. Start to bend the knees and sit the hips nice and low. Inhale, reach up to your chair pose. Lengthen towards the ceiling. Keeping the weight into the heels, out of the toes. Pulling the ribs in towards each other. That's going to help us lengthen that low back. Reaching up high, if that's uncomfortable, hands can come to heart center if that feels a little bit better. We're going to build on from here. Deep breath in. And with a breath out, we're going to start to sweep the left hand back, coming into a twist. So left hand comes first this time. A little bit different than what we did before. Reaching those hands out nice and long. Maybe the gaze comes slightly back. Sinking a little bit deeper into your thighs. All right, so listen up carefully here. We're going to put all the weight into our right foot. Inhale, we're going to sweep the arm back up and lift the left leg up. One big movement to that one leg mountain pose. So we're finding our balance. Keep the gaze at the ground for the most support. If you're feeling wobbly, gaze at the ground. Deep breath in. Breath out, hands come to heart center. Start to place the weight forward. The chest comes forward, the leg swoops back, coming to your warrior 3. So another balance posture here. Gaze slightly in front of us at the ground. Roll the shoulders back and together. Flex the foot, point the pinky toe towards the ground. One more full breath. Make sure to keep your breath here. Pause with an inhale. Exhale, start to bend into the front knee. Nice and slow as you possibly can. Step the back foot down. From here, we're going to rotate that foot to 90. Inhale, sweep the hands up, coming to our warrior 2. So if you need to, you can flush out that front leg and then come back in. And then find your strength. So press into the outer edge of your back foot. We're going to make sure that back leg is doing as much work as the front. Reach the arms out nice and wide. Settle into your front thigh a little bit more. Pressing the knee open. Each breath, maybe find little movements. And then settle and come deeper with the exhale. One more breath. Find your edge. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Right hand sweeps towards the back of the room. This back hand is light. Maybe you wrap it behind the back if you want that half bind. Lifting up and then back. Keep that bend. So notice if you're tempted to come out, come a little bit deeper. Full breath in. Breath out, come back to your warrior 2. All right, listen carefully here. Inhale, we're going to sweep the left hand up, come onto the ball of that back foot, come to our high crescents. So if you've taken my classes before, it's a little out of order to what we usually do, right? We're doing our high crescent towards the end. We're stacking the heel up high with the ball of the foot. You can find a soft bend the knee if you need more support. Pull the navel in, reach up and away from the hips. Inhale here. Exhale, right hand comes back, left hand comes forward. Find a twist. Reaching out nice and long through the fingertips. Pull the right hip back, the left hip forward. Hug those hips into center to find stability here if you're feeling wobbly. All right, this next transition is going to be a little bit tricky, and it's going to require a little bit of core work. So we're going to start to shift forward with a breath in. And then with the breath out, we're going to slowly bring the left hand down to the ground and the right hand up towards the ceiling, coming into a low lunge twist. Press away, lift up through the hand. Remember, we're using our core to twist. Pull the navel in nice and tight. Full inhale. Exhale, hand comes down to frame the foot. Plant the palms, inhale, step back to high plank. Exhale, chaturanga up twice. Inhale, broaden the chest. Exhale, lift the hips. Good, we're gonna move straight into our second side. Inhale, bend, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Are you sweating yet? I know I am. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sit the hips low. Inhale, chair. Pausing here, find your strength. Sitting the weight back. Find your edge. Sit those hips as low as possible. Pull the navel in, reach up. Big inhale. Exhale, right hand comes back, twist. Reaching those hands out nice and long. Good, pulling those hips in, squeezing the glutes. Placing all the way into the left foot, this tricky transition, gaze is at the ground. Inhale, reach up, reach that right leg high. Good, our one leg mountain pose. Flex the foot, curl the toes towards the shin for stability. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Chest comes forward, leg reaches back, warrior three. Pinky toe points towards the ground, means you're spiraling the hip down, but squeeze the glute to lift the heel up a little bit higher. It's okay if you're a little bit wobbly. I'm a little bit wobbly. Keep the gaze down for support. Roll the shoulders back and together. Little upward facing dog with the chest. Inhale here to prepare. Exhale, bend into the front knee as slow as possible. Step the foot back. Foot comes down, heel 90 degrees. Inhale, open up. Windmill to your warrior two. Take a second if you need to come out of the thigh and then come back in. And then we're finding our edge. Coming as deep as you possibly can. Maybe that's here. Maybe that's not super far, and that's okay. Maybe that's all the way down into it. Reminder, at any point when we're coming into those lunges later on, you can always lower a knee down if you feel like it's a little bit too much. Reach out nice and long. Spread the shoulders out wide. Gaze is forward. Big breath. Last one. Settle into the thigh. Inhale, reach the left hand back, reverse. Making sure we're not crunching into that back side, so lift up and then reach back. Maybe you wrap the arm behind the back for the half bind. Bend nice and deep, press the knee open. Big inhale. Exhale, warrior two. We're gonna take that back hand. Inhale, sweep it up, high up onto the right ball of the foot. High crescent. You can add that soft bend. Remember what I said, you can always come all the way down to your supported lunge or low lunge. Ribs in, reach up, lengthen like you want to touch the ceiling. Inhale here. Exhale, left hand comes back, twist. Pull the navel in. Remember, we're twisting from the core. Reach out. You want to touch opposite sides of the room with the fingertips. Using our breath in to start to reach forward. Core is nice and tight. And then our breath out, the hand comes down, left hand comes up. Low lunge twist. Press away, strengthen the shoulder. So don't let all that weight come into the shoulder. Press away to twist. Weight is into the inside edge of our left foot. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, frame the foot. Inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, open up, cobra upward. Exhale, downward dog. Full breath in. Side out. All right, this next part is the fun part. We're gonna go breath to movement. So we're gonna work a little bit faster. You're really gonna get the heart rate going. It's the cardio portion of our practice. Go at your own pace, modify if you need to, all right? We're gonna come from our downward facing dog here, all right? So meeting in our downward facing dog, I'll guide you through. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, twist left. Weight to the right foot. Inhale, one leg mountain pose. Exhale, warrior three. Big breath in to prepare. Breath out, bend into the knees, step the foot back. Heel down, inhale, windmill open, warrior two. Exhale, settle. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, high crescent, sweep the left hand up. Exhale, right hand back. Inhale, start to shift forward. Exhale, left hand down, right hand up. Exhale, hand down, frame the foot. Inhale, step it back, high plank. Exhale, flow through. Remember, you can always skip it and meet in downward facing dog. sink low, reach high. Exhale, twist to the right. Weight to the left foot. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, hands to heart, legs squeeze back. Inhale here. Exhale, step. Heel down to 90. Inhale, open up. Exhale, find your lunge. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, right hand up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, right hand down, left hand up. Pause for a breath in. Breath out, frame the foot, chaturanga. Step it back. Remember, you can always lift the leg for a little bit more. We meet in our downward facing dog. Big breath in here. Open your mouth, let it go. We're gonna do our breath movement one more time on each side, all right? Give this everything that you have. Inhale, bend, look forward. Exhale, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, left hand back. Weight to the right foot. Inhale, one leg mountain. Exhale, hands to heart. Heel presses back. Big breath in here to prepare. Breath out, bend into the knees. Step the foot back. Heel down, inhale, open up. Exhale, settle in. Inhale, right hand reaches back. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, right hand back. Inhale, start to shift the weight forward. Exhale, left hand down. Full breath in, reach up to the ceiling. Breath out, hand down, chaturanga, or just step it back to downward facing dog, you choose. And we all meet in our down dog. One more side, we're almost there. Inhale, bend, look to the top. Exhale, step or float forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, twist towards the right. Weight to the left foot. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale here to find your stability. Exhale, step the foot back. Heel down, inhale, windmill open. Exhale, bend deep, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, arms back out. Inhale, sweep the right hand up. Exhale, twist over towards the left leg. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, low lunge twist. Last full breath in. Breath out, hand down, chaturanga, or just step it back. We meet in down dog. We're gonna get rid of some of that heat. Big breath in. Open mouth, clear it out. One more time, nice and loud. Full inhale. Let it go. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, make your way to the top, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of a twist here. So if you have a block, you can use a block or even a water bottle here. You're gonna place the block underneath the face. It's a little bit of a cool down, so take more of mouth exhales if you need to. Remember, you can drink water at any point. You don't have to do everything that I cue. So we're gonna start by bending into the right knee. I'm gonna face you so you can kind of see a little bit better. Bend into the right knee, and then place the right hand onto the block or the ground. Inhale, sweep the left hand up, coming into a little twist here. Pressing away for modification, hand can come to the low back. Pressing into the sacrum, rolling the shoulder back. So choices to have the hand on back or reaching up high. Just making sure we're pressing away from the block or the ground. We're lifting up. Inhale here. Exhale, come to center. Switching sides. So this time we're gonna bring the left hand to the block. Bend nice and deep into that left knee. Inhale, right hand opens up. Maybe the hand lands on the sacrum for support. Try to keep that sacrum as flat as possible. Lifting up towards the ceiling. Imagine you want to touch those fingertips. Pulling that navel in nice and tight. Deep breath in. Breath out, come back to center. Take a second, you need to shake it out. Take a little rag doll, walk it back and forth. All right, meeting our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're gonna add a little bit of a twist into some balance here. So placing all of the weight into our left foot. Spreading the toes out nice and wide, keeping a soft little bend into your left knee. Starting by lifting that right leg up, one leg mountain pose. We've been here before. We're just gonna add on to that one leg mountain pose. So then inhale, we're gonna reach the hands up. And then exhale, the right hand's gonna come back, the left hand's gonna come forward, coming into a twist. You can stay right here, reaching out long, pulling up through the navel, reaching up through the crown of the head, lengthening the spine. For a little bit more, if you want to try, you can always take the hand and grab the foot. You can stay right here, maybe lengthen that leg out. Your choice, you don't have to do that. You can stay here, you can always just have the hand onto the knee, just to help twist you a little bit more. Keeping the gaze down to the ground for support. It's okay if you kind of sway a little bit. Keep a bend in the left knee. 2 more breaths. Last one. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, foot comes down. We're gonna go on our second side. All right, putting all the weight this time into our right foot. Keeping that soft bend if we need to. Hands at heart. Lift the left knee up. One leg mountain pose. Good, reach the hands up, inhale. Exhale, left hand back. Stay here, maybe taking the right hand to the knee. If you want a little bit more from here, maybe you grab the foot and extend. You choose, you find your own edge. We're all gonna look a little bit different. Reaching through the left fingertips, opening up the chest, pulling our ribs in nice and tight. We always wanna keep our core as strong as possible. Lift up through the head. One more breath. Inhale, come up. Exhale, foot down, hand to heart. All right, moving on. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. You can float, find your way back. Or maybe just step back and find your down dog. All right, moving on from here, from our downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg reaches up, 3-leg dog. Flex the foot, point the toes down. Big breath in. Breath out, tap the knee towards the right elbow. Inhale, lengthen back up. Exhale, knee over towards the left elbow. You can stay right here, or you allow the leg to come out. I'm gonna face you guys. You can allow the leg to come out, coming to the outer edge of the foot. Stay here, or lift the left arm up, coming to your fallen triangle. Reaching up towards the ceiling, maybe bicep alongside here. This is just an option, right? So if this isn't part of your practice, keep the hand down on the ground for support. Good, start to bend back into that knee. Inhale, reach the leg up, 3. Exhale, step the foot down. Take a second, just shake it out. In our downward facing dog. Now that you know where we're going, we're going to do that on the second side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Shoulders above wrists. Inhale, sweep ahead. Exhale, knee over towards right. Stay right here. Engage those arms, or you come to the outer edge of the left foot. Stay here. Another option. Inhale, reach up. Falling triangle. Lifting the hips towards the ceiling, pressing away from the ground. This is just an option, not mandatory. If you're in your fallen triangle, hand comes back down. Inhale, leg lifts up. Exhale, downward dog. Shake it out. Inhale, right leg reaches high, pause. Bend the knee, open up your hips, flex the foot. Both our shoulders are pointing towards the ground. So notice that right shoulder tries to come up. Roll it back down, pressing the left heel towards the ground. Inhale, lengthen that leg back up. Exhale, bend the knee, hug in, and step it all the way through. Okay, coming to our low lunge here. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. All right, do our last little flow here on each side. Big breath in. Breath out, right hand comes back, twist. Take the right hand, cross it behind the back. Inhale, left hand up, exalted warrior. Little back bend, lifting up through the chest, reaching up through the hand. Remember, if you need to, you can come down to the knee for support, all right? Inhale here. Exhale, take the left elbow to the outside of the right leg. And then hands come to heart center for your prayer twist. You can soften the knee if you need support. It does not have to be lifted. Press the hands together. Press the hands to heart center, right? Options to open up to fly. Maybe you take an arm balance if it's part of your practice. Pull the hips in. Right hip back, left hip forward. 2 more breaths. Navel in tight with the exhale. Last one. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, step the foot back. Find your flow. Or just downward facing dog. We're almost to our stretch, all right? We're really close. Last side here, standing series. Inhale, left heel up. Bend the knee, open the hips. Flex the foot. Lower that left shoulder down. Press the right heel towards the ground. Lift the knee up a little bit higher. Inhale, lengthen the leg back out, 3-leg dog. Exhale, hug and shift the shoulders forward. Gently step that foot through. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. Exhale, twist over towards the left. Take that back hand, wrap it behind the back. Inhale, right hand up, exalted. Option to lower to that back knee at any point. Bend a little bit deeper into your front thigh. Full breath in, lift up the chest. Breath out, take the right elbow over towards the left thigh. Hands come to heart center. Prayer twist lunge. Remember, try to press the hands towards each other. Press the hands to heart. If you need to, you can lower it down. So you choose. Knee down or knee up. If knee is up, you're pressing the thigh towards the ceiling. See if you can lift the left toes up, wiggle them a little bit. Pull that left hip back. 2 more big breaths. Almost there. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands down, chaturanga, downward facing dog. Final chaturanga here. Make your way to your down dog. Full breath in. Open up, let it go. Inhale, right leg reaches high. Exhale, pull it forward. Right knee behind right wrist. We're coming towards half pigeon. So knee softens down. Lengthen out through the left leg. You can stay here. You can always grab a block, or if you have any other problem, bring it underneath the right hip for support. And just make sure that you're strengthening the hips before you start to walk yourself down. So lengthen up, and then slowly walk yourself forward, coming into that sleeping pigeon. If this is uncomfortable, you can recline on your back. So that's another great option here, is coming into your supported, your supine pigeon. I know our pigeon can be a little bit hard on knees, so if for any reason your knee is hurting, please come onto your back. Trying to keep the hips nice and even here. So notice if you're tempted to roll onto one hip, try to lift that hip back up. And then relax in. You can always grab a prop and place it underneath the head for support. And start to slow down the breath and the heart rate. You did a lot of work here. So just start to thank yourself for that. Deep breath in. Clear it out. Last breath. Release. All right, so we're gonna walk ourselves back up onto our palms, and then we're just gonna slowly lower onto that right hip. We're not gonna fully swing this leg around. So from our pigeon, we're just gonna pull this knee in. So you're gonna try to bring the right leg kind of parallel to the top of the mat, and then the left knee is gonna come out of the foot. From here, we're gonna start to twist over towards the right leg. This is our deer pose. It's a little bit of a twist, a little bit of a stretch for our T-band. So twisting towards that right leg, and then start to lower yourself down just to your max. So maybe that's staying up on your palms. If you have a block, you can always come down onto the block. Maybe forearms come down. And holding here just for a few breaths. You can always let the head hang heavy if you want to stretch through the neck. Start to slow down your heart rate. Taking open mouth exhales if you feel like it's going really fast, if you're still feeling really hot. Could have created some hot yoga for yourself by doing this outside. It's a pretty hot day out today. One more breath. Walk the hands up. Bring the chest back to center. And then just place the feet onto the mat and start to windshield wiper back and forth. Just shake it out. So you can choose how to get to your other side of your half pigeon. You can just bring the left leg parallel and then swing the right leg behind you, or you can come through your downward facing dog. So whichever one feels better for you, but we're gonna meet in our half pigeon. Left leg is forward and right leg is back, untucking those right toes. So if you need to, you can come right from the downward facing dog and then lower the shin down and reach that leg back. And then lifting up, strengthening the hips, pulling them in towards each other, squeezing the glutes. And then reaching forward, reclining down. Just a couple of breaths here, stretching out through the outer hip. When we do twisting, we really work our outer hips, our outer glutes as well. So we just want to help stretch it out. Anytime that we're working a muscle a lot, we want to do stretches to help counteract that work that we do. Two more. All right, walking ourselves back up, placing the weight into that left hip. Take the right knee in towards the foot. So left shin is about parallel with the front of the mat. That right knee comes out. Start to twist over towards the leg. Stay lifted or start to walk forward and down into your deer pose. Slowing down the heart rate and the breath at this point. We're really close to that final rest. Big breath in. Release it out. Deep inhale. Cleansing exhale. If you went lower, walk yourself back up. Place the feet onto the mat, windshield wiper, back and forth. Shaking it out, letting it go. We're gonna come all the way down onto the mat, so you can just reach those legs out long, reach the arms forward, full breath in. Using our core, count to 10, slowly lower. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down. All right, now we're down on our backs. Pull the knees into the chest. You take a happy baby if it's part of your practice, grabbing the shins, the ankles, or the feet, rocking back and forth. Stretching out the hips if it feels good. And then knees come back into the chest from here. Pull into a tight little ball. So wrap the arms around the shins, pull the nose up towards the knees, hug everything in nice and tight. Last little bit of engagement before our Shavasana. Take a deep breath in here, hold that breath at the top. Try to take one more little sip of air in. Exhale, open up to your Shavasana, release out. So legs long, arms are long, open up. Find your version of Shavasana. Take up as much space on your mat as you would like. Palms can be open towards the ceiling. Get out any last little bits of fidget. So any little movements that you might need to take before you can fully relax into the ground. And then give yourself permission to just be here, to enjoy the rest and the relaxation and the stillness. And I'll call you back when it's time. Slowly allow your awareness to return to your body. Notice if you'd like a few more moments in your Shavasana. You're welcome to stay here as long as you would like. If you're ready to reawaken, restart your evening or your day, if you're watching this later, start to find movements back into the body. Wiggling the fingers and the toes, circling wrists and ankles. Find a full body stretch, reach the arms long, point the toes, lengthen everything out. Pull the knees into the chest, roll onto either side into a fetal position. You can use your bicep as a pillow for the head. And eventually making your way up to a comfortable seat. Hands at heart center, eyes closed, your gaze up. Release all the air from your lungs. Find a deep breath in, fill up all the way to the top. Open the mouth, clear it all out. And then find a moment to show yourself gratitude for taking time out of your day to show up on your mat, for taking time for your practice, and most importantly, for taking time for yourself. Show gratitude to those around you, maybe in your house or at their own houses practicing. And I'm grateful that you all came and joined me in your practice. From my heart to each and every one of yours, namaste. I just want to close out by once again thanking everyone for joining us for all of our online classes. If you haven't seen and you have been enjoying our classes, you've been having fun doing them, been getting a good workout or some relaxation, you can support our studio by donating. We have a Venmo page where you can donate, or you can go to Mind Body, and both those links are on our Facebook. So if you like it, doesn't have to be a lot of money, just anything that you can spare, donate towards us. I've really been blown away by all the support we've been getting for these videos, and I'm hoping that we can open up again soon. And our next class is going to be on Sunday, 10:45 a.m., All Levels Vinyasa with Michelle. So please join us for that. Have a wonderful evening. Once again, my name is Melissa, and this is Shangri-La Hot Yoga.